let me ask you, Wade, because I'm sure you've been doing this for years, but if you could give us the top three things, if you would say, because there's a lot, like you said, there's such a slew of health information out there. And I always feel like there's these really core fundamentals that if you just took a hold of those, it could be the tipping point for your health. What are the top three for you?
Weight training.
Okay.
Number
With
one,
getting strength training, he's talking like picking up some
yeah,
weights and,
yeah.
yeah,
And let me share this too, because there's probably a large proportion of females in your audience who say,
absolutely.
I'm going to get too big. No, you're not. It's really hard to build muscle, right? Okay. And you're talking to someone I went to the highest levels of bodybuilding and all that sort of stuff. It's really, really hard to build muscle.
Yeah.
You'll get really great results for maybe, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 20 weeks or whatever. And then they start to taper off after that first 6 months.
Welcome to the Danette May Show, where you'll receive profound breakthroughs, courage to break old patterns, and live into your soul's purpose. Each week, I will bring you epic guests and live coaching to remind you of your power. You have the ability to achieve extraordinary things, and the time to start is now.
There's nothing that contributes to your metabolism and quality of life, the shape of your body, as well as all of the elements from cardiovascular health to heart health to blood sugar management to weight management, fat distribution, neurochemicals to make you feel good. And you don't need to do that much to get the benefits or to maintain what you have. But if you don't do that, it's a real significant decline, especially for females when they go through hormonal changes. They might have been getting away with a lot and then their hormones crash. And then it's just like a cliff.
Yeah.
And so you really want to address that. Second thing, regular feedings of protein. I mean, so this is coming from a plant-based guy, okay, folks? Like
Woo! I love it. Okay, keep going
I've
on
been
this.
I've been on a vegetarian diet now since what is it now? 20, I don't know, 23, 24 years. So this is a long time. Yeah, this is year 24, I believe.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the morning and I hit the protein. I hit 50 grams of protein in the morning. I hit 50 grams by the afternoon. And so for a lady, that might be 35, right?
Give us some of your
Those,
favorite proteins from a vegetarian perspective.
yeah, hemp, pea, um, pumpkin protein are the fundamentals of the combination that I use because I use a protein powder because it's low
That has a
calorie.
combination of all three of those.
Yeah, I do that. We actually make our own, and I love it because I like chocolate, and I'm a bit of a chocolate fanatic, and I
Yeah.
wanted something that has like super rich, luxurious chocolate feeling. And plant-based stuff tends to be a little gritty,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I had to solve that problem. So I did. That's a big thing. So those feedings, and that doesn't matter if you're a vegan, a vegetarian, a keto person, a carnivore person, 30, like doesn't matter what it is. Those protein sources. Why? Satiety. To stay on whatever program, satiety is the king. Protein is the lowest calorie satiety. Fiber is another thing, but not everybody can handle fiber, and that's based on your genetics. I would second the next thing I would say. So weight training first, protein, especially early in the day, so that you can be able to so then the rest of your diet is relatively easy. You can get two big protein servings by noon, then your evening meal is much easier to manage.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is having a coach.
Mm.
I if I look back in my own life and I look at over 35 years or 37 years, whatever it's been, if I look at my biggest jumps in progress throughout those years, they're all correlated when I got a really good mentor and I just leaned into everything they were doing for a specific amount of time.
Interesting.
And sometimes that was a year, sometimes that was a 2 years. Now, I'm going to unpack why that's important. Here's the thing. Momentum is real. And it's easy to disperse your energy in today's world with social media and all this stuff. I wasn't subjected to that when I was a kid, but so it became natural to me. But I noticed also amongst my peers, my colleagues in the industry, I've noticed in every single field, when they get a mentor that they resonate with and they lean into that mentorship, and start implementing the daily habits that that mentor shares with them, they explode in their results in very short periods of time. So you've got these 6 months, like virtually every successful person I know in every field can tie their success to these like 6 month and 12-month periods. And it's never more than 3 years. I've
Yep.
never seen one more than 3 years where they made ginormous leaps, their health, their relationships, their finances, whatever, because they found the person that they resonated with and they just went all in. They just, yep, if they said that, great, I'm doing it. And kind of suspended the confusion, the disbelief, and all of the wasted energy, because you talked something that's really important. You can't get time back.
Yeah.
It's the most precious commodity in the world because we know it's diminishing and we don't know how much we actually have left.
Right.
Right. But we know it's less than we had a second ago or a day
Exactly.
ago. And
Yeah.
so the importance of putting your focus on the time that you have left in a productive directionary, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you need to be moving in the right direction. You know, what do coaches do? Coaches have already done the 50,000 experiments with everything that you've probably heard of, and they've boiled it down to a few key elements, just like you did here. What are the things that I need to do? Well, this, and this. Okay, just do that.
Exactly.
Forget about everything else. Just
Yeah.
do that. And then add one thing after you've mastered that, and add one thing. And if you keep adding good things into your life, the things that aren't serving you, you don't have to get rid of them. There's just no room for them anymore,
That's
and they
right.
fall away by themselves. So you don't have to worry about the things that, yeah, you like chocolate cake on Friday. You have a glass of wine on Saturday night and that makes you feel bad. I was like, great. You know what? Those things will drop off if you keep doing the fundamentals all on their own. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I want to ask you because there is an uprising of coaches, and I know what I would say, but I'm curious what you would say to someone listening because there are like social media, there's no short of people touting to be coaches. And we all know that just like any chiropractor or anything, they're not all created equal. So when you go to look for a coach, what are you looking for? What are you feeling in
Yep.
your body? What are you seeing? How are you finding your right coaches?
Number one, do they represent what they are saying in themselves? So in this case, are they extraordinary in their physical capabilities? If you're looking for health, do they look vibrant? Are they fit looking? Do they have a lot of energy? Are they positive in their output? And are they unflappable in the face of criticism for others?
Mm,
That's another thing because that means they have self-confidence.
wow.
Number two, do they have a track record of success over an extended period of time? Now, it may be okay to, hire a local trainer because you need some one-on-one stuff or a local person nutrition wise that you're going to regularly. But if you're going for your overarching advice in this milieu of social media superstars, okay, who's been there and has maintained a message for an extended period of time?